Astrology and Tarot. These are the new moon in Aquarius, seeing clearly, secret code name readings. For those of you who purchased your secret code name, you know which one is yours. That is your personal reading. For everyone else who did not purchase one but is drawn to one or resonates to one, please know there is most likely a message in there for you. For those of you new to me and the channel, know that I have no filter and I do not sugarcoat anything ever. I just read. All right, I just read how I read. I'm using the Prisma Visions Tarot today, as well as my White Light Oracle. This is secret code name Silk Scarves. All right, Silk Scarves. So Spirit, please. For secret code name Silk Scarves and those who resonated or were drawn to this reading, what do they need to see clearly? What do they need to see clearly? What do they need to see clearly? Secret code name Silk Scarves. This new moon in Aquarius. What do they need to see? Started with the King of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. And the High Priestess. Give me a couple clarity cards, please. Clarify the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Wands on the bottom, Seven of Pentacles on the top. What is it that you can't see? High Priestess clarified by the Eight of Swords and King of Swords. All right, so with the Seven of Pentacles on top, you were in the seed planting process, the growing process. All right. There's a patience game. Planting seeds and letting Mother Nature take its course. While always, you know, being attentive. Making sure no weeds are growing in the garden type thing. And then we have the Nine of Wands on the bottom, which is the underlying issue. And the Nine of Wands is a martyr card. And this deals with a sacred soulmate who you would like an even exchange of energy with and would like to see it grow with. Okay? And yet they might be unbudging towards the dream. Potentially because of a third energy. Now, King of Pentacles clarified by Temperance. I think you're very well aware that you are good on your own, that you are capable of manifesting what you need in the reality, that you can face negative situations or rough situations and turn them into positives, that you have a way of manifesting, right? Everything always seems to work out. Even if it seems like it's hard at the time, it always works out for you. Nine of Pentacles is about being independent, vulnerable, and listening to the higher messages. Now, being independent with the Nine of Pentacles, it's clarified by the Nine of Swords, the King of Chalices, and the Two of Chalices. You may have this nightmare feeling or high anxiety over a King of Chalices being with a soulmate. And to be completely fair, that might be the third energy that I was picking up on underneath on the bottom of the deck. To be fair, I'm hearing that you're not wrong. Okay. The High Priestess, what you refuse to see. The Eight of Swords and the King of Swords that came out upside down. Not reverse, but like upside down. You're having a difficult time seeing through your own mental prisons. And that comes from potentially early childhood perspectives that were set in about possibly not getting what you want, or that you would grow up to be something that you're not. Like that who you are will end up being bitter or nasty or just not obtaining the dream, right? That maybe you were taught as a child that we all have dreams, but you know, nobody ever actually achieves their dreams. Oh yeah, when I was your age, I thought I was going to be this and this and this, but you know, then I ended up having kids and my life is what it is, you know, like I didn't get to live my dream. And maybe that was a story, you know, give or take it how it resonates, that you kind of heard when you were growing up. And that sat with you, right, in the subconscious. It buried itself. And it's almost like you have this fear of seeing someone else live your dream. Living out the dream that you want. Detach yourselves from specifics. If you have a dream of being happy and loved and loving, that you would be able to bring abundance into someone's life and they would bring abundance into yours in one form of energy or another, that it would be reciprocated. That you're happy and stable. Get rid of the specifics and just focus on that feeling. If you take specific people out of it, is it possible for someone to steal it from you? No. Our ego attaches to specifics. Our ego does. But if you have an inherent belief that you can't achieve the dream because the way you see it in specifics doesn't come into a reality, you'll always be disappointed. If you can stay in the realm of general, simple, and trust that what is meant to align with you in your highest dreams is possible, you will not be a victim of giving and wanting something to flourish only for them to cling on to their own shadows and potentially live out your dream with someone else instead of you. Okay. I do feel like this is a serious fear. Especially if you feel like you have a divine counterpart. Okay. You are your own twin flame. Everybody else is a soulmate. Everybody else. And they're either teaching you beautiful lessons or hard ones. So take the specifics out of it. As best as you can. I know how hard that, it's easier said than done, I get it. But if you focus on the dream without specific faces, the dream cannot be taken and you cannot be disappointed or fail to achieve it. You will not disrespect what is in front of you and able to fulfill your dream because they're not the specific. You won't push away the dream because you have a specific one in mind and Spirit's trying to give you the dream, right? Everything always seems to work out for you no matter how difficult it gets, right? That's where the reading started. There seems to be some kind of energy that when something needs to happen for you to work out, it does. Do not fear. Do not fear that you will lose what is actually meant for you. The feeling here of happiness and joy and stability and reciprocity. I keep hearing it like on repeat. Get rid of the specifics, get rid of the specifics, get rid of the specifics, because what you're not realizing is you're mentally trapped in some subconscious thing that happened when you were a child. That it was instilled in you that people don't achieve their dreams. Yes, people achieve their dreams. Yes, they do. When they believe in their dreams and they get rid of the specifics. Realize how blessed you are. Realize how blessed you are, because if something's meant to work out, it's meant to work out, and Spirit would tell you your fears are for nothing. Every time, hands down. If you're afraid, or you're worrying, or you're having extreme anxiety because of this and this and this happening in your reality, and whatever dream you think you have is falling apart, like no dream's falling apart. Spirit would tell you nothing is falling apart. Everything is falling into place. Don't you see? Spirit would tell you nothing is falling apart. Spirit doesn't make mistakes. Nothing is falling apart. Everything is falling into place. Spirit is not fucking up. If someone's path is taking them another direction, it's because your path is taking you in another direction, and you have to be able to humbly accept that your dream is becoming manifest and not get upset. What is the guidance card, please, Spirit, for secret codename Silk Scarves? Anapausis. Card number 4. Let me read some of this for you. It says, do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself a much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. The Greek word anapausis refers to the cessation of work so one can regain strength, renew vitality, and heighten creative productivity. It is a rest for success. The Oracle of Anapausis advises physical, emotional, and psychological rest to reset yourself. That might mean switching off without fear or guilt from your struggle. It is likely to mean giving up worries and the constant replay of anxiety-ridden speculations. Find some spaciousness and pleasure within and around yourself so you may experience healing and renewal. If you've been considering working with a healer, this is confirmation to pursue such a path. The Oracle also recommends finding spiritual rest, even if you are still working hard in day-to-day life. Spiritual rest happens when we take sanctuary in the sacred, We give up trying to become something or other and instead tend fully to the task at hand, completely engaged in the moment. When we do so, we are trusting that the universe knows what it is doing and that we are a part of a greater unfolding plan. In modern culture, we can aspire to become, quote unquote, someone visible, someone influential, someone powerful, someone important. Yet no matter how much worldly or even spiritual power a person may appear to have, the idea that one person is more important than another belongs to the realm of ego. Spirit loves and respects all beings equally. What our world needs are more people who are spiritually connected to their hearts and what feels good. As you become such a being, others will seek you out. You don't need to set yourself up as being anything at all. You can enjoy the relief of giving up any obsession with appearances or external validation from others. Instead, dive deep into the nourishing inner realm of your own soul, with trust in all that is and all that shall be. Free from distracting and disempowering pursuits, you may connect, rest, and restore yourself with a real sense of your spiritual beauty, value, and presence. In the space of restful immersion, you realize you are enough. Anapasis brings special guidance for those who have been going through deeply challenging struggles of mind, body, and soul. Perhaps you feel exhausted, confused, and afraid. Even if you are still going strong in the outer world, you have a need for spiritual convalescence. You are encouraged to allow yourself adequate rest and to engage in activities geared toward healing. This oracle recognizes there is something you have been working hard to bring into being. With a little more trust in your spiritual connection, you'll find the way easier and more joyful. You don't need to push yourself as hard. Spirit can sustain you through your devotion and commitment so that every effort you make is more than matched by the inflow of spiritual grace. Don't allow your mind or the deranged ways of this world to create weariness and yet another drama. Take rest in the spiritual light of love. Rest from fear, rest from anxiety, rest from needing to work it all out right now. Even on your most confusing or most productive days, you can find renewal in spirit. It is always available to you, even right now. You've been stressing yourself out for too long over something that is beyond your control. Give yourself a break. Stop stressing about it. Let it go. Let it go. Our infatuation or obsession with people or ideas. Trust spirit. You've been doing mental somersaults and backflips, trying to gain the validation from the outer experience, chasing it in the outer experience, instead of just simply validating yourself, knowing your worth, and that you are enough. And if someone doesn't see it, recognize it, acknowledge it, it is not your problem. It's not yours to stress about. They have a different path, or they would not be blind to your value. Stick to those who see your worth, and stop stressing out over the people who don't. This is what Spirit wants you to see. Love yourself more. Love yourself enough to give yourself a break and stop letting it matter so much. You will never lose anything that's meant for you. I hope this helps. This is Grace Nicole Myths signing out. My love and support is with you always. Remember to love each other and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.